welcome to both anime and manga review. I will be talking about Demon Slayer. Now, just like Hanako-kan, I did watch the anime and then kind of jumped right into the manga. As of right now in video time, I'm not sure when of posting time. Demon Slayer only has one season, then the train movie, and then the promise of a season 2. That was it. I did watch it off of Netflix. It only has one season, that's 25 episodes. I will be talking about the anime first and then going into the manga. So we meet our first main character, Tanjiro. Here's Tanjiro. And here he is again in his main outfit. He leaves into town and comes back the next day to see his whole family has been by demons, or by a demon. All except for Nezuko, who's right here on my shirt, who was turned into a demon when the demons got into her open wound. And that's what turned her into a demon. So yeah. Tanjiro, wanting obviously his sister to be back and inhuman, ends up meeting a demon slayer, and after a small fight, the slayer tells him to go see his old master and then maybe he can help. Tanjiro does this. He goes to Master Hashira, who trains him. Tanjiro goes to pass the Demon Slayer survival test and he gets his own sword. And then the adventure really begins. Also, from this moment on, this video will contain spoilers for the entire first season, plus the manga books 1 to 7. So the adventure really begins to find a cure for his sister and to stop the demon from doing this to anybody else. Now, the anime does follow the manga down to a T. I do like the visuals and overall art style. I think it's very creative and very cool. The battle scenes are just amazing. Especially when it comes to their sword powers. Like, Tanjiro has his sword has water powers to it. And the way the water looks when he's fighting, when he's swinging the sword around, it looks like a painting. It looks like a painting in motion. It's really, really beautiful. And it's not just his sword. Zenitsu, right here, he has lightning powers, so anytime he does any kind of, I think it's called thunder breathing or lightning breathing, that's the name of his battle move, lightning will go around his sword and it just looks so cool. And I don't think I have her. No, I don't. Okay. All my pictures are all scrambled up. Ashara, I think that's how you pronounce her name. That's the only thing I don't like about reading the manga versus the anime. I read the names and I have no idea how to pronounce them, so I'm trying my best. But the butterfly woman has butterflies that float around her sword, and it's so pretty. Hers is probably the prettiest out of all of them. But yeah, watching the butterflies just flow as she's battling with the sword, it's just so pretty and beautiful. And the way the art style transitions from manga to the anime is just so unrealistically well. Like, it is perfect. So the manga art style is a little bit on like the, I guess, cartoony side, I guess. I mean, usually when you think of like a stereotypical anime, you know, you think of the stereotypical, oh, really big eyes, very pointy chins, swooshy, like, bangs, like, you know, your stereotypical anime. And a lot of animes do look like that. And then, yeah, Demon Slayer doesn't look like that at all. Okay. It doesn't look like that at all. Like Tanjiro's outfit here, it's very angly. You can see all the angles. There's like nothing smooth. It's all like it has a lot of angles in it. And like his jacket doesn't softly droop like how like normal anime people would draw clothing, like all nice soft little wrinkle. No, this is very angular. And like even Zenitsu's hair here, you can tell it's very choppy. Very choppy. It looks like he just like got it cut today. It's very choppy. Very rectangular. There's like nothing round, nothing smooth. There's no smooth edges anywhere. And that's what gives it its own like uniqueness. Like everything's either choppy and rectangular, or it goes down into a point. That's it. There's nothing smooth at all. And it gives it that uniqueness. It's very cool. And you can tell the covers of these books were all like hand-drawn, which is another thing. It's hand-drawn with markers. And you can tell, especially on the board here, you can tell those are marker swooshes. Somebody took a marker and colored it in like that. You can tell within like the fur, it's like that. You could also kind of see it in the shadows here, like that's marker. That's marker. That was hand drawn. Somebody hand drew that. That's not done with a computer like most of the anime's covers I've seen. Like that's very obviously hand drawn. And that's amazing. Also, something cute I found while reading the manga. You know how authors always have, like, it'll either be in the beginning of the book or the end of the book. It'll be like, oh, about the author. And it has a picture of the author and then a little thing of like, oh, hi, this is me. And this is what inspired me to make this story. But yet here, he has an alligator. He doesn't have a picture of himself. He has an alligator. It's so cute. I love the little alligator. But yeah, and as you can see here, the alligator is jumping. Every book, it always starts with one of these. It always starts with this, and the alligator is always doing something different. Also, the little paragraph here is always something different. A lot of these about the authors, it's the same thing every time. Like, it's been printed on just the same thing in every book. This one, it's different. It's different every time. And I actually found myself kind of reading it once I noticed the alligator changes poses. I kind of found myself starting to, like, peruse the little paragraph underneath of him. Also something really cute, I think it's in this one. In between each chapters, there's always like a little something, like a little doodle. This is called Whispers and Rumors. And it'll be a little doodle and it'll say something about the person. Or sometimes it'll be just a literal, this is the wrong book. It'll be like a literal doodle of, oh, here's Nezuko in a dress. I thought it looked pretty. Like, that's it. It's adorable. In between each and every chapter, and I actually found myself reading them. I would get done the chapter and then read the little thing and then move on to the next one. Okay. And something else that the anime can do that the manga couldn't was CGI. Now, I know normally when you think of anime, you think of hand-drawn, not CGI, but the way Demon Slayer blends it together, so Demon Slayer blends the hand-drawn and the CGI together so well. In certain frames, I couldn't really tell if I was looking at a drawing or CGI. And the battle seemed a lot cooler with the CGI. And like, because the battles are a lot cooler because you're able to get like angles that you can get with CGI that you can't get with hand-drawn. Like in episode 11 or chapter 24, for example, the demon with the rotating rooms. Every time he bangs his drum, the room will flip and rotate. We get to see our little hand-drawn main character, Tanjiro, basically flip and float around this CGI background. And it's so cool because we get to see all these super cool angles that when you look at it in the manga, it's just, you can tell he's moving, but it just doesn't have that same to it. Like, it doesn't look as awesome because it's hand-drawn and it's, yeah, it doesn't have the same flow to it. It's still really good, it just doesn't have the same flow. And it also makes it stand out a bit more. Oh yeah, and something else I really like about the battle scenes, usually, it'll get really, really calm, and then like very calm, very slow build up, and then all of a sudden like battle scene, which is really nice. Like, for example, the Spider Family in episode 17 or book 4, Chandro slices off the, this is gonna sound very violent, the Spider Mom's head, and it's all like hyped up, like, I gotta fight the spider, I gotta fight the spider, but then once he does it, it's all like in slow motion, and it's all calm. And we get to watch the Spider Mom's hair like slowly fall down as her head goes back, and it's all nice and calm and slow. And it's very peaceful and very serene. And and the Spider Mom, she closes her eyes, I think, and she just kind of lets it happen. Like, she allowed Tanjiro to do that. And we also, something else about the demons I like, we get to see flashbacks from the demons. From their point of view, like what happened, how they became a demon, and why they did what they did. Like, most of the time it's like, oh, I'm a bad guy because this story needs a bad guy. We don't really, some shows and stuff, usually we'll have like our main bad guys and a bunch of smaller ones, and all the smaller ones, they don't get backstories or why they do what they do. They just do it because they're bad guys, and it's really the main bad guy who actually gets a backstory. But here, each and every demon has a story, has a reason why they became a demon, how they became a demon, and why they do what they do. And when you finally know them, we get to see that. We get to see the flashback from the demon's point of view and what they were like as a human. And it almost makes you want to like empathize with them. And Tanjiro, the way he treats the demons as they're sitting there, almost as if he can see the flashback with us, and he does it in a nice, like, mature way where he can feel bad for the demons and the troubles they went through, while also knowing what they did can't be forgiven. Like, he knows, hey, you did some bad things. This is your punishment. This has to happen. I feel bad for you, but this has to happen. But then he's also very headstrong and optimistic when it comes to the way he sees the world, which I really like, that nice blend of, like, young, naive childishness with also maturing adult. Like, it's perfect. It's not too much of each one. Also, something else that I want to say is he's not a demon slayer for revenge or hatred because, you know, this demon turned Nezuko into a demon and I gotta go fight them. No, he's not doing it out of hatred or revenge. He's doing it for his family, specifically for Nezuko, the only member he has left. He's doing it for her because he cares about her. And I think that's really sweet, okay? Moving on to Nezuko. Nezuko is the most adorablest demon out there. Like, she's so cute, and I really wish I could cosplay her, but I cannot for the life of me find an adult-sized Nezuko costume. Like, I looked on Amazon, and I find absolutely nothing but kid Halloween costumes. I even typed in Nezuko cosplay for adult Nezuko costume, and all children sizes, and it's all for children. And this is the first time I've ever had a hard time finding a cosplay. But yeah, anyway, Nezuko is adorable. Like, she accepts head pats and she gives head pats. Not only do we see Tanjiro fight demons, we also see Nezuko fight demons too to protect Tanjiro. Like, they protect each other, which is like the most realistic way I've seen siblings portrayed ever. And she doesn't even need to speak. She only speaks the language of cute, because that's all she needs. Yeah, I really like the way they're both portrayed. They're portrayed as actual realistic siblings. It's not Tanjiro saying, I'm the big brother. I have to protect you, little sister, because you're little. And she just, oh, okay. Which is what I've seen a lot of in media and stuff. Like, no, they protect each other. They care about each other. Nezuko doesn't take a back seat because she's the little sibling. And in stories where it's the little siblings, the star of the show, it's always the big sibling being like a rude, mean character for some reason. Every time the main character is the little sibling, it's always the big sibling being portrayed as like a bad guy or some kind of rude, mean person. Like, they can never just be normal. And then, like in Demon Slayer, where the main character's Tanjiro, I lost my train of thought. In media, when the big sibling, like Tanjiro's the star, it's always, oh, little sibling, little baby, look how cute. They just sit there and do nothing but whine and complain, because that's what little siblings do. But yeah, here it's not like that at all. They're the most realistic portraying of siblings I've seen. So the anime does follow the manga down to a T, and you can actually pick the manga right up where the anime left off. Yeah, the anime you can pick the manga right up where the anime left off, which is in volume 7, is where season 1 lets off. So if you just want to watch that and then pick up volume 7 and go ahead, you can. You're not missing anything. Like, I bought from 1, I'm currently up to 9 right now in video time. Not sure when of posting time which one I will be on, but as of right now, I'm in manga number 9, and yeah. It follows it down to a T. You're not missing anything. There's no rearranging of the chapters. There's nothing missing or anything. So yeah, you can just pick it right up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!